So the Duck Robert is here with us from
Hi.
from the Duck Rabbit Brewery down in Farmville. From you guys that don't know, Farmville, from one of us Eastern North Carolina guys, is between Greenville and Wilson, and just outside of Greenville, what, 10 or 12 miles?
Yeah, just about that. 15
Right.
minutes driving.
And you've got to make your way down east and check out what's going on at Farmville. They're in a little expansion program now, right?
We are doing a number of expansions. Of course, a while ago we did add a little tasting room, which if y'all want to come visit us, we'd love to see y'all.
Right.
It's open on Fridays starting at 3 for the moment. We did just add on to our building. We added more warehouse space. We've got more tanks coming in January. We've got 3 more 80-barrel fermenters, which should take our capacity to a lot.
A lot.
That'll
I
be
start
good.
to say Duck Rabbit.
I mean, a lot for us.
but Duck Rabbit is well known. I mean, Duck Rabbit is
We
very
are.
available. Unlike some people, frankly,
Yeah.
Duck Rabbit is widely available and becoming one of the grandfathers in the movement. I mean, you've been around long enough now to really be
We're celebrating,
counted.
this year we're celebrating 10 years
Right, and-
of making delicious dark beers.
And there's nothing wrong with a new brewery, but 2 or 3 years is not 10.
No, 2 or 3 years is not
And
10.
10 is sticking in.
Yeah, and of course we're geographically expanding our footprint as well. We just opened up Alabama, so if you're in Alabama, you can now go and drink Duck Rabbit beer, which
And
is
are
nice.
we consistently from North Carolina the whole way to Alabama, or do we skip over some states?
So the states we are in currently is North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Alabama. So yeah, pretty much consistently out to
Right.
Alabama. There are some holes. We're not in Maryland yet. We're not in Delaware yet.
And maybe not in every part of every
And
state.
Not in every part of
Right.
every state, but for the most part, you know, there's only a couple of holes here and there.
Well, that's great.
Like out in Memphis, we're not quite there yet, but you know, we're working on all that, and with this new expansion and added capacity, we're going to try to make sure we fill in those holes and continue to expand what we're doing
So, and
to
if-
bring more delicious North Carolina beer to the rest
Right.
of the world.
And if you're a dark beer drinker particularly,
Of course.
these guys are the dark beer specialists and maybe best known for their milk stout.
Not maybe.
I mean, that's what
We're
everybody
best
kind of
known for our
goes
milk
to,
stout.
right? The milk stout, but they make all kinds of great dark beers. So what'd you bring us today on
So
cask?
today it is our Baltic Porter cask condition.
Okay.
Simple as that. We didn't really do any dry hopping or any tweak it in any special way.
So it's what we can buy on the shelf,
It's
the Baltic
what you
Porter,
can buy on the
except
shelf.
it's cask
Yeah,
condition.
and it's cask condition. This year's Baltic Porter will not be available until later in December, so this is maybe a little sneak peek.
Right.
It's an interesting beer. I think it's delicious. If I had to describe the flavor, I'd say it's kind of like dark chocolate covered cherries flambe.
Dark chocolate cherries flambe.
Well, you got all these nice dark malt notes. So you get all this chocolate and this roastiness, and at the same time, it's 9% alcohol by volume, so
Right.
you get that nice warming
You get
sensation.
some alcoholness
And
out
of course,
of
the alcohol, it's not a burn.
Right,
You know, it's
right.
just a nice warmth, and you get these very kind of intricate interplay between those malt flavors and those alcohol flavors that bring out some of those interesting fruit flavors like dark cherries or plums or stuff like that. You kind of get that in there. It's good.
it. That's pretty good. So be looking for some Baltic Porter when it hits the shelves later,
Yeah.
later this month.
December.
Later, well, it's practically December.
It's practically
It's
December.
the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's December.
Almost December. We got Wee Heavy out to now, and then of course in January we'll have our barley wine out. So we're always coming out with something new and fun and exciting.
That's great. Good. Thanks, Robert.
All right, thank you.
Make your way to Farmville to check out Duck Rabbit Brewery.
Cheers, man.